And we're only doing
page 28.
28.
Up until when Joe comes in. So page 30. Simone ends on for God's sake. So
For God's sake.
Page 28 to page 30.
I'm going to put on Scottish ones.
So do you want to start off with the camera as Bella?
Yeah.
So I'm trying to think.
What's the scenario?
The scenario is, so there are a bunch of girls. They're kind of like 16-ish, and they're getting ready for the boys' celebratory football match party.
Okay.
So they're at this point in time, the boys are having a football match, and they're getting ready for the party afterwards.
Okay.
So you're doing Bella's makeup. You and Jade are like taking it in turn to kind of do Bella's makeup. You're all kind of like young wags, like that's how I describe it. Like you would be the wags of the footballers in like the little girl, because obviously all the boys, each of you fancy one of the boys, so in a sense you are like the wags of the boys.
Okay. And this is Bella, yeah?
Yeah, this is going to be Bella. I'll make Bella's like smaller.
Didn't we have Bella sat down?
Yeah, Bella's like sat down.
Well, I've put
like,
the chair there so that...
Yeah. The setting is like we're in a changing room. It's kind of like, you know how high school changing rooms work?
Yeah.
Like it's kind of one of those. So
Okay.
whereas like I think it's the boys' changing rooms, so I'm a bit smelly. Might be a bit gross.
Are you going to sit on the chair?
No, Bella will be the character for this one, but I'll read her lines from off stage.
Okay.
Someone has a unicorn pinata in their window and I really want it.
Oh yeah.
So.
And all that time and effort I spent.
I know. Do you know what? I was thinking I extended it more.
I'm going to sit and do my makeup seeing as possibly.
Tiff.
So I don't mind where.
Stephanie.
I don't mind where you want Bella to be. You go in the middle of the room, to the side of the room,
Yeah,
wherever you feel comfortable having her. Obviously, decide like which side of the camera you want her face to be. Because
Well, if
obviously,
this chair's there, then I think her face is here.
yeah.
I don't know.
She might be straddling.
Her face.
I don't know, last time we did it for the back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hold on, let me just make sure.
Squirm.
Ah!
No. You're not Bella.
then.
Come on, connect.
I can feel myself as soon as I talk as the character I'm going to be in a Welsh accent.
I'm going to do Scottish.
I can just tell. I'm not even going to mean to do it.
going to do me.
I want to do just me, but I keep slipping into Welsh accents at the moment.
This is like...
Did you not put it on the chain?
No, I just put it on my Vivian Westwood.
Okay, you guys ready?
Ready?
I am ready. Okay, and recording now on that camera. So go whenever you're ready.
Stay still. I give up.
I'll have a go.
Good luck.
I think I might be okay actually.
No, you're not.
No, you're not, to be fair.
Okay.
Don't be mean. Who is?
No one's being mean.
We're just trying to help. She might not want to wear makeup. But she does though.
Yeah, of course she does.
Do you?
I don't mind.
See?
See what? Well, she needs it anyway if she's going to go out tonight.
Exactly. Now you've got to stay. Now you've got to stay still while we do this, all right?
And no talking.
No talking.
Or eating.
Okay.
That is mean. It's for our own good.
I don't mind.
See? It's fine.
Right. Concealer.
Have you got enough?
I just bought a new one.
What are all those red patches? Is it eczema or something?
No.
Is it? Have you got eczema? Because I don't want to touch you if you have.
I don't think so.
Is that a yes or a no?
I think I'm just a bit hot from coming in.
What if it's what that boy had?
It's not.
How do you know though? I've got good legs. I'm not having one cut off.
It's not meningitis.
And I don't think eczema's contagious anyway.
Well, how do you know if you haven't got it?
I think it's an allergic reaction.
To what?
Makeup, probably. I'm not sure.
Well, you're going to have to take the risk. She can't come to the party looking like that.
Alright, But if you feel yourself eczema or meningitis or whatever, just say, and I'll stop before you flake on me.
Okay. Can I take the hat off now?
Oh, for God's sake, yes. See. I'm so sorry, my dyslexia just went. Whoop. Looking at you like,
so. Right. I'm just going to keep the camera recording just to make it a whole lot easier.
Meningitising isn't a real word.
Yeah,
So don't
yeah,
worry
yeah.
about it.
So, it's up to you guys if you want to give it another go. And
Yeah.
Like, do you want to have another go of her being, of Bella being in the camera?
Yeah, I feel like now I've read the script.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. We'll give it one more go. Feel free to like, you can experiment as much as you want with like moving and all stuff like this.
Yeah,
Like,
I will.
like, you don't have to have Bella in the middle of the room as well. You can have
I
some
feel like
nice
Tiff's
fun.
kind of just doing her own thing in the fucking corner anyway.
Yeah.
I'm just here like.
It's fine. Are we ready? 3, 2, 1.
Stay still. Oh, I give up.
I'll have a go.
Good luck.
I think it might be okay actually.
You're not.
No, you're not, to be fair.
Okay.
Don't be mean.
Who is?
No one's being mean.
We're just trying to help.
She might not want to wear makeup.
Yeah, but she does though.
Yeah, of course she does.
Do you?
I don't mind.
See?
See what?
Well, she needs it anyway if she's going to come out tonight.
Exactly. Now you've got to stay still while I do this, alright?
And no talking.
No talking.
Or eating.
Okay.
That is mean.
It's for her own good.
I don't mind.
See? It's fine.
Right, concealer.
Have you got enough?
Yeah, just bought a new one.
What are all those red patches? Is it eczema or something?
No.
Is it? Have you got eczema? Because I don't want to touch you if you have.
I don't think so.
Is that a yes or a no?
I think I'm just a bit hot from coming in.
What if it's what that boy had?
It's not.
How do you know? I've got good legs. I'm not having one cut off.
It's not meningitis.
I don't think eczema's contagious anyway.
Well, how do you know if you haven't got it?
I think it's an allergic reaction.
To what?
Makeup, probably.
I'm not sure.
Well, you're going to have to take the risk. She can't come to the party looking like that.
All right, but if you feel yourself eczema up or meningitis up or whatever, just say it and I'll stop before you flake on me.
Okay. Can I take the hat off now?
For God's sake, yes. I think that you should like put it on your lap so your face is literally in the camera, and then we're like.
So you want me to have the camera?
Yeah. So then when we're like this, touching you, like you can see our hands and our
So
face.
do you want me to, instead of having it like on my lap, so it's right on my face, I just have it like at my head height?
Yeah.
in
So
front of
you're
me?
like the closest because we're
So I'm
the
the
whole
closest.
thing is about your face and your makeup.
Yeah.
So I feel like that would be good.
So still like, so obviously Bella's like the focal point
Yeah.
in it.
And like because obviously you probably feel like Bella probably feels quite intimidated in this because
Yeah.
like she's having no makeup, but I'm not saying she does feel like that. I'm saying from my point of view, she feels like that. So I feel like you being really close to the camera will make the audience feel really uncomfortable about it.
Okay.
Like awkward for you. Do you understand?
I know what you're trying to say.
I know what you mean.
I feel like, damn, she's awkward.
She's awkward.
Right, where were we? Okay.
Hold on, let me.
Stay still.
Is that my accent?
No. Okay, guys, ready? Hold on, let me press. Oh,
Wait, what accent am I going to do with
You
this?
don't have to do an accent if you really want to, feel
Okay.
free.
Okay, yeah.
Okay,
I'm
ready?
just going to hurry.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Stay still. Oh, give up.
I'll have a go.
Good luck.
I think it might be alright actually.
You're not.
No, you're not, to be fair.
Okay.
Don't be mean.
Who is?
No one's being mean.
We're just trying to help.
She might not want to wear makeup.
Yeah, but she does though.
Of course she does.
Do you?
I don't mind.
See?
She needs it anyway if she's going to come out tonight.
Exactly. Now, will you stay still while I do this?
And no talking.
No talking.
Or eating.
Okay.
That is mean.
It's for her own good.
I don't mind.
See, it's fine.
Right. Concealer.
Have you got enough?
Just bought a new one.
What are all those red patches? You haven't got eczema, have you?
No.
Is it? Have you got eczema? Because I don't want to touch you if you have.
I don't think so.
Is that a yes or a no?
I just think I'm a bit hot from coming in.
What if it's what that boy had?
It's not.
How do you know though? I've got good legs. I'm not having one chopped off.
It's not meningitis.
I don't think eczema is contagious anyway.
How do you know if you haven't got it?
I think it's just an allergic reaction.
To what?
Makeup, probably.
I'm not sure.
Well, you're going to have to take the risk. She can't come to the party looking like that.
Alright. But if you feel eczema or meningitis or whatever, just say and I'll stop before you flake on me.
Okay. Can I take the hat off now?
Of course, yes.
So, how did you find working with the 360 camera for this week, working with Script House?
Because we already knew the script, it was a bit easier for us.
Yeah.
But then obviously because Paige didn't.
You're like, well.
I felt like the first time we'd done it, it was a bit like hard to get used to the camera being the character, but then when I knew the script, then it was a bit easier. I really enjoyed the camera being the character because it was like really intimate, the script, because you had to touch the character's face and things like that. It made it like less awkward and you could like act to your full potential, because even though it is intimidating a camera being in your face, it's much less intimidating than a person being in your face. So when you were up to the camera like pretending to do their makeup, I felt like I could act to the best of my ability because it wasn't a physical person there.
Yeah.
So I really enjoyed the
And I
character.
think like I can imagine viewing it as an audience member and feeling really engaged and wanting to know what's going on and wanting to know why I'm being not physically touched but touched as a character and treated as a character.
Yeah.
Would you feel that when, obviously we did it in two different ways, so Bella being the camera and then Bella being an actual person. So obviously when you're performing in general, you're going to work off the other actor. So Paige, you said that you were able to act your full ability with just the camera, like just feet. So obviously it's not acting back for you. All you had was like me reading the lines off stage, and even though obviously I was just reading them monotonously, like what you said, you're able to act your full potential. Did you all feel the same way, just acting with the camera that wasn't able to perform back to you? Or was there a certain sense of you had some sort of vibe coming back to you when I was there?
I think when you were there, it did give us something to play off more. But because it's just the opening section of the script, for my character anyway, it wasn't as challenging. Like, it didn't really make that much difference.
Yeah.
It was just for the initial communication. But then for Paige's character, because you're up close and personal with her more, I think that would have made more of a difference.
Yeah.
But then I don't.
I felt I could go up like closer to, maybe it's because like when there was a character, when you were being Bella, like obviously if we kept doing that and rehearsing that, I'd be more comfortable with going up to your face, but doing it for the first time I felt more comfortable just being in the camera's face, doing their makeup than going up to you and doing your makeup. And also when you were there as well, I was really wary of the positioning of the camera, which was like I kept putting my back to it and then turning around, and obviously it's 360 so you're going to be seeing wherever, but I just felt like I was looking away from the camera a lot and being more aware of it. Obviously I was aware of it when it was the character, but when you were the character and the camera was there, I felt like I'm trying to speak to you but the camera's there and etc.
Were you like aware of it in a different sense? So obviously when the camera was the character, you're aware of it as, oh, I have to be performing to this camera as if it's a human being sort of sense. But then when it wasn't a character, you had to then just take note of your positioning more than anything.
Yeah, it was kind of, it was hard trying to ignore the camera. when it wasn't the
Or
character.
it wasn't a character. Yeah.
Because it
Yeah.
was just kind of there, and it was
Yeah.
like,
In the way.
don't.
But then I think when it is being a character, you have to acknowledge it anyway. So that
But in a
acknowledgement
different-
No,
no,
yeah.
ties in.
I
yeah.
mean, like,
yeah, I know.
yeah. When it's as a character, I'm like, right, this is where I'm focusing it to.
You can ignore it as a camera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when it's just there in the room, it's like,
Yeah.
It's a bit, yeah.
hello.
So, again, what sort of skills would you say you're using? Like theatre skills, acting, screen skills, a bit of both?
Yeah, I think of it both.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think a bit of both with the first run through.
Spatial awareness for theatre, definitely.
Yeah. With the second run through, I felt it was more acting for theatre, just because we had a fourth actor to work from, rather than trying to make sure that the camera could see the important parts of the script and
Yeah.
the important parts of the acting and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So what sort of aspects would you say from each technique you're using? So obviously acting for screen, would you say that you were just using your knowledge of the camera can see this, so I got to make sure that I'm sort of looking at the camera in some sense?
Yeah.
It's sort of strange because the first time when we done it with just the with the camera being the character, I felt like it was a film because
Yeah.
we were playing it to the camera.
Mhm.
But when we were just doing it and the camera was there, but it wasn't. We weren't talking to it or acknowledging it. I felt like that was more like theatre because
Yeah.
I could see an audience being there rather than the camera being the audience. But the first time, because I was literally looking at the camera
Yeah.
and being like this, because we've seen like in the other workshops, we
Yeah.
saw the other 360 films that you showed us. So they're talking to the camera, so it's like they're talking to the audience, and I was thinking about, oh, how would the audience be watching this
Yeah.
right now? But when we were all just acting, the camera was just on the side. I felt like that was more theatre because there could literally be a audience in the room watching
Yeah.
that. It doesn't have to be through the camera.
Yeah.
Like it could be there. So I felt it worked more personally through the camera.
Yeah. So do you feel that for a 360 camera, the best way for it to be used in any performance sort of setting would be the camera to be a character, or do you think it can work in a film sense as the camera as being like a fly on the wall sort of?
I
sort
think
of
it
thing?
can work as a fly on the
Yeah.
wall situation,
Yeah.
but it's a lot harder to
Yeah.
navigate around it.
And
Yeah.
for the scripts that we've been looking at, it's much easier to make it a character.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's more exciting for the audience if the camera is a character because it's like they're the character.
Yeah.
Like if you were going through, well, I don't know because we were doing their makeup in that scene and it was really intimidating. They would probably feel intimidated
Yeah.
because we're literally up in their face, blah blah blah. If it was a murder scene and they were being murdered, they'd feel that. But whereas if they were just watching a murder scene,
Yeah.
it would be less, like obviously the full
Yeah.
fall and everything.
Yeah.
So I feel like it for the audience as well as the actors, it's more interesting and engaging
Yeah.
if it is a character because they're the character.
So the 360 camera works best in an immersive performance, whether that is like a film or you're watching like a sort of immersive theatre performance through the camera. It
Yeah,
works better
theatre.
in an immersive setting
Yeah.
where
Yeah.
the audience is part of the performance. It's not just there watching it. You feel it does work better if they are involved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I like you were saying, I think if I was an audience member, I would find it much more engaging.
Yeah.
yeah.
But do you find that you don't find it more engaging because you're part of a performance background? And like other people who
No,
like
I don't
your
think
mum and
so.
dad or something that doesn't have the performance background that you guys have, same as like my parents, like they might not enjoy coming and watching a film where you've got to sit there and you're being spoken to all the time and you're being interacted with all the time. You might as well sit there and relax and be passive.
But I
Yeah.
think because you showed us you showed us some games and things
Yeah.
as well with the 360 camera, and I feel like obviously that's for anyone. Like you don't have to be
Yeah.
from a performance background to
Yeah.
enjoy that, and because you're being put into this like different world. And,
But also I feel like if you wanted to just sit back and relax and watch a film, then you would sit back and relax and watch a film. 360 camera acting and 360 camera film and that kind of genre I feel like is more for people who want to get
Yeah.
engaged
So
in
it's
it.
like a choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. That's okay. Thank you.